This is the Erin Cruz Show. Thank you for joining me this evening. I wanted to touch base with you. I know yesterday I was on travel on my way back from New York City. It was a great trip. I got a lot accomplished and many, many good things in the works for freedom and our republic, I believe. In any case, I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about what's been going on in the media and with Donald Trump, and specifically, as I call her, Kay. She's pulled the stunt with Trump's head bloodied, and it's been quite the controversy. And I just want to kind of emphasize what I had said, I believe, last week, and that is that, or this last week, and that is that this is a distraction. It's taking away from what really matters, what's really going on. And what is that? That is ObamaCare, AHCA, as we know. It was supposed to be passed. Many, many congressmen and, senators and House of Representatives persons, they ran based on repeal and replace, and won. Donald Trump ran, won, and now they are not fulfilling their obligations and their duties to their constituents. They're not following through. It is now month 6, and we have little to no action. The House of Representatives passed AHCA, sent it to the Senate, and nothing yet. Drudge Report, as you may have seen, put 2 articles up where they say that the new legislation or revised legislation would not be passed this year, essentially, and that's not acceptable. I was on a call for Sentinels for the Heritage Foundation, their legislative arm, and basically they were asking that all parties who are interested in repeal and replace or some form of legislation passed in the Senate get on the phone and follow up with your congresspersons. It's imperative. They were saying that they had hoped that we would go ahead and we would pass something by August recess, and now we're hearing from Drudge Report that it may not even happen this year. So that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable on any level. I think as citizens, it's our responsibility, it's our duty to put the pressure on at the local level and ensure that each party is held responsible, held to the wall, if you will. We see people like Maxine Waters, for example. She's up for election. We need to make sure that these people know, Democrats and Republicans alike, they know that when midterms come, their job is on the line, period, end of story. That Omar Navarro, we're going to do everything we can to put him in office. We're going to be a united front, right? MAGA, it's got to happen. There can't be any more exceptions made for people who will not go to the wall for us, people who run on empty promises. We can't afford it. California can't afford it. The United States can't afford it. So what I suggest is that you get on the phone today, that you go online, that you send an email, that you write a handwritten letter to your representative, and you put pressure on them to pass legislation, either repeal and replace, repeal, the equivalent, exactly what Donald Trump had said that he wanted done. So one more issue I believe that came up was the debt ceiling. My understanding is that there's going to be kind of a push to inch along and get more money and more. What I think we saw this last go round when we had the issue with the Democrats is that here we had all the power, and yet we handed the Democrats exactly what they wanted. And we can't let that happen anymore. So as these issues come up, we have to hold the line. We have to push the issues. We have to push through. There aren't aren't any other opportunities for delay. All right? And in the case of these situations where we have media personalities or Hollywood personalities pulling stunts, holding the president's head bloodied for children to see nationwide, this is not acceptable, but it also is not the time nor the place to be wasting so much energy by pushing out this person. I mean, yeah, sure, you're making an example, fine. You know, we can't allow this sort of behavior, fine. But we have more important issues, and that is not letting Obamacare slide. That is making sure that some of these initiatives that Donald Trump wants to get taken care of are taken care of, making sure that we have the things that we need to do, the budget. We can't be letting the Democrats and other parties keep spending, and dragging our time. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to push it so we kick the can. So we kick that can, and we keep kicking that can till before you know it, midterms are here, not enough got done, and they're going to get voted in. No. We have to make sure and keep our side of the dialogue going, make sure and keep the conversation going in the way we want, and push for the agenda that our parties ran on. And when they try to slide back, we have to hold them to the line, all right? So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about tonight, is keep focused, stay clear. Thank you for joining me tonight on the Erin Cruz Show, Straight Talk with Erin. I know it wasn't very much fun, but got to get down to it. Got to stay focused, right? Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you next Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Political Core. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.